Right. It's another Monday, wherever you are. Thanks so much for tuning in right here on Afro 614. My name is MC Kiki, and I'm glad you're watching and listening to this radio station right now. It's Afro 614 Radio and TV. Another Monday, another week. How did your weekend go? Let me see. It wasn't bad. We had a good show on Sunday. Saturday, yes, some funeral level. Every day. Memawa Johnson ko ba Jumadi and Mediani MC Kiki, baby, I will be ano. Aquaba Stron Cocrana Medema War. Now, watching for Frone Asha, Sieno, a weekend Nico saying, Mimidiano, a Kuyika cra, ne Kuyika cra, a Yika cra, Shosuka cra, a cracker crassa. Hi Afro 614. What about Jumadi and the Swami son? What share am I? So him said you know. You can't see my see. Etro Nachaze. Would you be able to go to Jumati as here? And some of course we are seeing fanana entertainment stories, soccer, nina, and our sports. It nina bro waha. And the Vice President of the United States of America, Ghana, Wakakan Simbibre, Yabakanina Chawaha, the pictures, ne videos we had the security, Ghana because of the Vice President of America, war, Ghana no, and ye easy cry, and see the pictures and the videos in Yabe bro, didn't see our and some Kokosunina VGMAs, yes, and Hon Sembebre, Ebimusia nominate your Muntio Moga, Ebimu Casa Pa. There is something in Abebro, or Jumadi and the song, and your bulldog Hon Sembi, Sony Mac Okreku Mante, yes, one of the biggest producers in Ghana. As I say, or a deputy minister of tourism and arts, just say, also compare MP and a bulldog. I can't send me that channel. You make us something in our heart show. 80 Mr. So, Saka Jumadi Nibia said, I'm a catch on and a wash share. Am I what you say? Share. That's just a Bibian Kosuye. Said the Medican Canadian MC Kiki. Being produced by K Busy, Kwesi Fred Waha, Jasmine Subeba. I just say Jumadi and Consono. Jasmine Ba, one of the entertainment, your friend infotainment, or Jumadi and the song. And Kwesi Fred so at the sports and move hammer. The ones that say qualifies to be Nane Koso. The European qualifies are going on, and African qualifies are also going on, and the Blasters of Ghana were in action. And Kaka Krabio and Gaumoti, but I mean, coach a magic crab, a magic crab in a situation in a sort say, come. Remember, Kwesi Fred Edison, Semina, bro, baby, I will be a intimate show, Manco baby, Jimre. Na Mr. Shea show no what you say. And you ma a twagui a instrumental a free a year Eliza the new song got out a friend that love no the instrumental na ye bono you know what in be o club drum ha yes baby before be a obeti just as you see the newest and the biggest actor Free Ghana, I'll take Columbus Codium Hands. The support in it, and chi. Na Yabwa, Amani Juma Debia would in a code and what yes, yeah. 5 minutes past 5. We are on till 7 o'clock. It's going to be great news, entertainment, sports, and everything that you need. We're going to show you pictures and videos. Hey, Osibo. Osibo the Zara man. Also, Hoka Tokobio. On each other, and I find say. Freedom. Aha. Only freedom, just say. I'm out for can say only freedom on chassis. Hey. Asa, yes, we are only pantimi, or we are only untimi, Zara man, when we are no granny, also on your coward, So, story in our ha, you never bro. 80 Koswana TMA, your friend MC Kiki and prepare near cop fat sports and round SMP. I was sporting arena now, ain't you caught near cop fat, your bape. But in summer, I would drew in summer, I'll pass out in Kwan, bro, it was Jumadi in the saw. 6 minutes pass. Because you've read me, I said to you, man, why? So, why? Bam Mike and
me sports na nanka instrumentals with the das yes
oh yeah, sports na.
Yeah.
You see, sports you jingle no pay.
After say what bo jingle na we no. Nanka instrumental we das din mami because Kiki. We say anytime be a make ho asem. Sir. Oh yes, a hate.
It's a hate, man.
Yes, ya ho din bia na say ma edruachi. Enya nomination.
Oh, I can say there. Enya edruachi.
What I say?
Enya edruachi.
A hate pa. Enya say minimum one say. What I say? Yeah, because it's like instrumental na nkasa kra no. And a voice said that enyom no so no home. Enya asem ketwa. What I say? I beat maker no bebo beat na ma. But when your voice beat ma say beat in so amawa. Sebi the baby a chaff.
Perez beats and a boy.
Perez beats.
Yes, on a boy.
Na Elisa so ye den.
Liza so.
Esseso.
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, I edited it.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Enyom ne ye de. Esa amanfo mo ko YouTube na mo ko subscribe.
Enyan YouTube yes. Enyan drew.
Nti platforms be na
that's enko ba bia han kwa na ebo no.
Oh!
What can I say? Han kwa na some few top DJs mina. Etimibo. What you say?
There's an official launch in the bed.
Oh yeah. On April 6th.
First time I play by Afro 614.
Oh yes. Yeah. Official launch no official unveiling of this single.
Intino nyame aduma April 6th platform ben na ye T4 na hwefo.
Ye dini na beto to ho. Ba bia music for bia bi. Apple Music,
yes, Spotify,
or Tidal, or any of the just say Bia Becubiano is there.
Thank you.
What you say? Oko YouTube so our Sabeka.
Thank you.
It's enya sem koto akra. What you say? We dey yanko fast sports nmra. Yakoba yebeka ho sem bebre. Media MC Kiki Kwesi Fred and are you ready? Say on the sports. Breye Samray abo 9 minutes past 5. Ain't Sibisho. Oni entra. The show basso so no wa share am I what you say share higher Afro 614 nti yeah kwa basisi ya
I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up.
It's time for sports right now on Afro 614. Kwesi Fred is ever ready to update you with what's going on in the world of sports. So, Kwesi, my enko.
I tell for now your friend Mobibi Akwaba by Afro 614. So, most of Kwesi Fred Nene Yatina say they go can say who sema toga and the kosu nyina ne de bro Afro 614. So, now quickly no start free a Saturday a Europa qualifiers na de toga and I di bro ne CONCACAF no so e bi toga and I di ni nyina den bro no e Afro 614. So, na start free group A no Scotland Cyprus eka miensa Cyprus anti na fe so Spain Norway eka miensa Norway enye de anti na fe so Croatia and the Wolves ebo 1-1 wo hom ye de ani kire A group I so Belarus etina fe ma Switzerland ekoche ne hye ne eka numa Belarus anti na fe Israel ni Kosovo so bo 1-1 na fe Andorra no Romania and the boy ni no Romania koche Andorra ne kamienu Andorra anti yede ani kire Sunday ne so matches a to dwane enye England etina fechi Ukraine ne kamienu Ukraine anti fe Malta tina fe ma Italy ekoche ne hye kamienu omu anti enra akra na matches to dwane bi na Kazakhstan etina fechi Denmark ne kamiensa Emma Denmark etimu miena fe Slovenia eni San Marino edibo ni so no Slovenia San Marino ne kamiensa ne kamienu San Marino antimi anye de antina fe Northern Ireland so tina fe ma Finland ekoche ne hye eka ba ko mu antimi enra match to dwa so ye Luxembourg etina fe Emma Portugal ekoche no ekansia omantimi antafe Slovakia Bosnia and Herzegovina eka mienu omu antimi Saturday no African Cup of Nations qualifiers sorry mo fanche dwane group A no Sao Tome and Principe etnafi Sierra Koshene eka mienu a omuntimi antina fi group H ni Lesotho etnafi ma Zambia Koshene eka mienu a omu antimi wo CONCACAF no Mexico etnafi ene Jamaica so ebo 2-2 ewo honom eneso de ani kire matches todwa ewo European qualifiers na say no Netherlands etina fechi Gibraltar Gibraltar kamiensa omontimenta fe Republic of Ireland eso etina fe ma France akoshen eka ba kwa omontimenta na fe Moldova so etina fe any Czech Republic abo 0-0 na fe Poland Albania ne kaba kwa omontimenta na fe Australia Estonia ne kamienu Estonia etimu eka ba kwa na fe Sweden Azerbaijan eso ashen ekanum ama oma timu anti bi na efi Hungary etina fie Bulgaria ne kamien so oma timu etina fie Montenegro Serbia etina homa Serbia ekoshen ekamienu a oma timu Kiki okay these two countries no na Serbia and Montenegro
na iso mumienu ahia
yes
na Montenegro na akoshe
da Serbia ama Serbia
Serbia de ka football Serbia ewo pedigree ewo football mu akoshe soccer adia Serbia wo ball ache
akoshe no eka mienu a mesere I to say P square mo almost split akoshe no eka mienu a Montenegro antimi yede ye ni kire African Cup of Nations qualifiers to dwane ne say na ekoye Guinea Bissau etina fi ma Nigeria kochi ne hye ne kaba ko a omantimi antafe Ethiopia tina fi ma Guinea ekohye ne kamien sama Ethiopia etimu mienu na fi Central African Republic etina fi eche Madagascar hye ne kamienu a omantimi antafe Angola tina fi ne Ghana ebo 1-1 na fi Niger etina fi ma Algeria eso kohye ne kaba ko omantimi antafe South Sudan etina fi ma Congo ekoche ne hye ne kaba ko omantimi antafe Sudan ene Gabon dia boy ni a mikasa omabo 53 minutes ni 0-0 na de ni kire group standings na say na ete group A no Nigeria edikan Edikan with 9 points. Afi Guinea Bissau etosu mienu with 7 points. Afi Sierra Leone etosu miensa with 5 points. Afi Sao Tome etosu 9 with 1 point. Yedi enich 1 point. Yedi enich group B na say na tie. Burkina Faso Edikan with 9 points. Afi Kivet etosu mienu with 4 points. Na afi Togo Equator with 1 point. A group C no Cameroon Edikan with 4 points. Namibia etosu mienu with 2 points. Afi Burundi etosu miensa with 1 point. Group D no say na tie. Guinea Edikan with 9 points. Afi Egypt etosu mienu with 6 points. Afi Malawi etosu miensa with 3 points. Afi Ethiopia etosu 9 with 3 points. Group E no say na tie. Ghana Edikan with 8 points. Afi Central African Republic etosu mienu with 7 points. Afi Angola etosu miensa with 5 points. Afi Madagascar Equator with 1 point. Afi group F no say na Algeria Edikan with 12 points. Afi Tanzania etosu mienu with 4 points. Afi Niger etosu miensa with 2 points. Afi Uganda etosu 9 with 1 point. Group G no say na Mali Edikan with 9 points. Afi Congo etosu mienu with 6 points. Nafi Gambia etosu miensa with 3 points. Nafi South Sudan etosu 9 with 3 points. Afi yeko group H na Senate Zambia Edikan with 9 points. Afi Ivory Coast etosu mienu with 7 points. Nafi Comoros etosu miensa with 3 points. Afi Lesotho etosu 9 with 1 point. Edi eni chere group I na say na etie Gabon Edikan with 8 points. Afi Mauritania etosu mienu with 4 points. Nafi Sudan etosu miensa with 4 points. Afi Dr. Congo Edua Congo etosu 9 with 3 points. Group J no say na enesu standings no etie Tunisia Edikan with 7 points. Afi Equatorial Guinea etosu mienu with 6 points. Afi Libya etosu miensa with 3 points. Afi Botswana etosu 9 with 1 point. Group F Group K no say na Morocco Edikan with 6 points. Afi Liberia etosu mienu with 1 point. Na afi South Africa etosu miensa with 1 point. Group L no say na Senegal Edikan with 9 points. Afi Mozambique etosu mienu with 4 points. Na afi Rwanda etosu miensa with 2 points. Na afi etosu miensa with 2 points. Na afi Benin Equator with 1 point. Nyame adumochina matches be todwa European qualifiers nene African Cup of Nations qualifiers no say na etie yede ani kire group A na Georgia ne Norway de bebo ani afi Scotland and Spain so de bebo ani na afi Croatia ne Turkey so de abo na afi Wales ne Latvia so de abo ani group I ne say na tie Kosovo and Andorra de bebo na afi Romania ne Belarus de bebo ani na afi Switzerland ne Israel so the abo ni yede ani kire African Cup of Nations na Togo ni Burkina Faso so de bebo ani afi Namibia ne Cameroon de bebo ani afi Malawi ni Egypt so de abo ani afi Tanzania ene Uganda de abo ani na afi Gambia ene Mali eso de abo na afi Comoros ni Ivory Coast de abo ani na afi Mauritania ni DR Congo eso de abo ani na afi Botswana ene Equatorial Guinea so de bebo ani afi Libya ene Tunisia so de abo na afi Liberia ni South Africa de abo ani Mozambique eso nyame adomo ni Senegal so de abo ani wo ho na nyame adomo china friendlies international friendlies beto ni Malaysia ene Hong Kong so de bebo ani na afi Japan ni Colombia de bebo ani afi South Korea ni South Korea ni Uruguay so de bebo na afi Indonesia ni Burundi so de bebo na afi Armenia ni Cyprus so de abo na afi Iran ni Kenya so de abo na afi Uzbekistan ni Venezuela so de abo na afi Australia ni Ecuador so de abo ni wo ho na ye ni kire European qualifier no tables na Senate group A no Scotland Edikan with 3 points. Afi Spain etosu mienu with 3 points. Afi Georgia tosu miensa oni point bia Cyprus tosu 9 oni point bia na afi Norway so tosu enuma oni point bia yeko group B na France Edikan with 6 points. Greece etosu mienu with 3 points. Afi Netherlands etosu miensa with 3 points. Na afi Republic of Ireland eso etosu 9 with 0 point na fe Gibraltar so twa to with 0 point Echo A group C na Senate England edikan with 6 points na fe Italy etosu mienu with 3 points na fe North Macedonia etosu miensa with 3 points na fe Ukraine etosu a 9 with 0 point na fe Malta etosu enum with 0 point group D no Senate Turkey edikan with 3 points na fe Wales etosu mienu with 1 point Croatia so tosu miensa with 1 point na fe Latvia etosu a 9 with 0 point na fe Armenia so etosu enum with 0 point yedi enichire A group E na say na etel Czech Republic etosu a 9 edikan with 4 points afi Poland etosu mienu with 3 points afi Moldova etosu a miensa with 2 points na afi for Ireland so etosu a 9 with 1 point afi Albania so tosu enum with 0 point yedi enichire Group F na Senate Austria edikan with 6 points afi Belgium etosu mienu with 3 points afi Sweden etosu miensa with 3 points afi Estonia etosu a 9 with 0 point Azerbaijan etwato with 0 point Echo Group G na say na Serbia edikan with 6 points afi Hungary etosu mienu with 3 points afi Montenegro etosu miensa with 3 points afi Lithuania so etosu a 9 with 0 point afi Bulgaria etosu enum with 0 points group H no say na Slovenia edikan with 6 points afi Denmark etosu mienu with 3 points afi Kazakhstan etosu miensa with 3 points afi Finland etosu a 9 with 3 points afi Northern Ireland etosu enum with 3 points afi San Marino etosu ensia with 0 points yedi eni chire group I ne so say na Sweden edikan with 3 points afi Romania etosu mienu with 3 points afi Kosovo etosu miensa with 3 points etosu miensa with 1 point Israel etosu a 9 with 1 point Andorra etosu enum with 0 point afi Belarus etosu ensia with 0 point yeko last group which is group J na say na Portugal edikan with 6 points afi Slovakia etosu mienu with 4 points afi Bosnia and Herzegovina etosu miensa with 3 points afi Iceland etosu a 9 with 3 points na afi Latina etwato with 0 point yedi ani chance fufuro ma enra na ebeto dwa say Spurs Tottenham Hotspur dia beto dwa say omone coach friend no Antonio Conte etun kwanta omapai ewo this season we say omo last match omo against Southampton no Spurs LED Southampton Camiens nu ema omotina miensa ema team from Southampton betete kan na wie mo press conference na Antonio Conte no coach Tottenham Hotspur then di betu da say players omo Tottenham Hotspur no omo nko omo ho na Tottenham Hotspur the way city no sa na bekoso so players na sesa omo mentality na sa na bekoso aya with the same thing ombe lusu matches coach Antonio Conte this season match oba Spurs no the entire Spurs season no wabo 76 matches or win emu 41 lusu emu 23 na fe or draw emu 12 points nano Friday nano Thursday so na ebeto dwa say England for a ball match na beto dwa say Hurricane breaki win all time record na only all time scorer na only do England no nano Hurricane ye LED ya nano omoman golden boot no omomatch omoni Ukraine di ball ani ni kire ensemfufuro mu so a Abrante Alphonso Davis osi na kama Bayern Munich so dia betu dwa say ne life boring ye pa ne life boring ye esan say baby o Germany osi na kan wo ho no oni ne busuani bia wo ho ne girlfriend so no wo ho no ente ne nche no pon training na ne nanfo 45 chese o Germany wo ne pe no mo ho da ne da nyina chese onya bibia nya no feel say o loser wo ho no ye de ani kire ensemfufrom so a enra Ghana Premier League etodwa Ghana Premier League etodwa no matches na etodwa no say na ekoye Friday na Ghana Premier League ni start here Kotokumai Royals etena feche Kumasi Kingfisher shomo eka 9 Emma Kumasi Kingfisher timu miene Kalera Accra House of Folk shomo eka miensa omo antimi ante producer bema me picture na yahwe Accra House of Folk goalkeeper Kiki say Saturday no hu ya omo kobo no na che say powder say shiro say akoma siniso say dey o che say me who be that
na eno mala mi na ka che so nya na say ontia na say
wa oni me krom we say me say we krom
na ye share ne tre no
na ye me de pa so say ye share ne tre like a professional footballer na me mate say un say de bia so consider go na mate say un say has ni Hoffenheim or Germany na Cincinnati FC war affiliation na nsema nam wiem ni say
omba be hwe no kra
da bi omo pe no na nti wo Cincinnati fo ehu say na wo ya ufi say MLS na be ma say bi wa be din senfo say wo
che say omo de Ghana football no comedy omo de comedy pa no mo ye che say we kotoko na he hasa omo nya so mo lose this weekend
omo nyina lose
obia mobile papa bia
debi
obia mobile instead so be concentrate on football no my tactics no omo the ways and means we obia in anim digital TV so we ever ma TV ni pass na ko
the whole world obia hwe start time so
other countries question say he has for the juju man e koda pool
Zambia journalist or tweet isade no wa hwe goalkeeper na ye me de say na esen commotion bebre more than 3 ne kra
mate say goals no so na nya the photo
o say
na nya the photo
na so ohu father gu ani mo be da ball no tina wine fort wine for Kiki
za
na ka e ba adwuma se be ba wa ye wonim nyina father dia betina
too much pons
there be pons ye different no say TV so set mo ko TV so ye mo makeups ba Kiki wo de hwe picture we o
yeah
hwe picture we na omu coach no na coach ni ho team manager ni ho
the referee na don't know man bam
well
indiscipline improper dressing so say football back football
honestly I start times for no cry omu pini twa asade we no cry na me nti omu say
na go munya dey
no say omu no
referee man e be gina man to
they are selling their brand
and there I say referee atime ama o ma be gina park no so na start time see player bi and receive yenti what be that what say wait. No referees and I come the team officials no manager, they should have done something like that but as to say referee amana abegina park so no there so shatadi o and they start times for muni hwe
ye need to so Accra Lions ni Bechem United the boy ni emubo 0-0 na fe Great Olympics ni Legon City so the boy ni no mubo 1-1 Brecum Chelsea etina fie ni Tamale City bo 1-1 na fe Aduana etina fie ni RTU so bo 2-2 ho na fe Dreams FC echinso atreman ehwe mo ekaba commentment fe baby ni Go Star so ehwe Samates ekaba commentment fe Kumasi Asante Kotoko etina fie we omulusu 2 na omagina so dia pam mo coach ne ya coach na last week okosie ni baba
Zebo sa ni din kura che so onye coach Zebo what is
it the coach
na unim
ebi ni den
Carlo
Kosiapia
at my main casa
so Kosiapia so
no so Kosiapia no Kosiapia no he was the captain of the Black Stars. It's a football name. What you say? Obi our captain the Black Stars. It's in the he's in the history of Ghana football.
So onye coach asema bubu.
No, son American tell say what is Zibobi aboboda? What is Zibobi aboboda?
Mitiziko mba mantizibo.
Ziko the
Brazil.
What is Zibo?
Debbie.
Din fun bi ana makofa o me coach. Oba e ba de winning said worry.
Ye kire league table that say that ye na di kan with 40 points FA Accra Lions also with 38 points na fe Bechem United also me with 37 points na fe Mediema abetoso 9 with 37 points so relegation na say na taking Faisal eto system with 25 points na fe
the second Faisal for akofa Ignatius
Ignana yes or Tonebo.
Tonebo say
season ni be
Ignatius was one of the finest coaches.
Finest but Alaji olusu too much is called Alaji be.
They send the original.
Alaji no where Alaji
coaches there
he doesn't believe in black coaches so.
I said say Ignatius already the contracts. Nti ba woman scan
but meaning so was signed there.
We are about to say on night and they call for Kim Fraser. So my pam
coach Jimmy Kwamula, my pam.
Kim Fraser, the Bia Bressa, same man cred. Yes, I league as no that first ana.
Kim Fraser no because draw the crowd doma no bia no
Biajantia.
Doma obekwa konye.
He said this year the Ngalaji Meka Yemeboam Bibia.
Nano
100,000.
100,000 na 70 so last year na kan na no so Black Meteors match to dwa wo Jerry omokobo 1-1 no abrante Fatau Ishaku ejina center hono bobo bia
I think say
before na
goal of the year
Puskas na ese ko ho eso omo nominate sa
I say a goal of the year because it was at your phone call Facebook right now. Wow, hey,
وعاد القادم من جديد في منتصف الميدان وصلت إلى إسحاق مرة أخرى
فيسبوك سيانا
إسحاق شاد الحرس خارج حذاري من الكرة الصعبة
go now share
from the center line. No, I've been or a little bit further from the center line.
Yeah.
Out me bo e wan share.
Now before that now Abrante Dan Lad Ibrahim save penalty.
Oh yeah.
Tino just a tifa omo
Game ni ended 1-1 within bare 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes that's no money nyina happen here.
Nyina happen imagine. Banyami admo china air return encounter ne beto dwa wo baba yara. Posted the Kuma.
I'm saying free gate.
Yeah, they
VIP honor moje 35 or 30 cities.
Because you call Olympic Games ni bia after Athens no e wo Greece ni yen ko bi ntino se nkola we mutim qualifier I think say like they've done well.
But for akwaso ye ba.
Oh, mo ba hin.
Ye ba premier.
Say over this week mo ko share break kuma I think 2-3-2.
That mo abrobi o mo didi ye nti. Yeah, nka ho asem bi ubat.
Oh, say
bofu beba wo de make no bofu beba
momre yesu ye twem mo
ye ya ne technology for no bekwa akohia wo ho onzo obuso ye northern ayi ho no sa tamale
o se we de efie ntokwa
tie de bofu beba
ese bi ye ho nya tata so ho
yanko yenim
ate higher na din sem ni besi na kese modi infotainment na besi abeto aso amaye.
Okay. Great. Thanks so much, Kwesi Fred, for coming our way with some sporting news. Thank you so much. It's time for infotainment, and the Queen Jasmine is ready to bring us all the latest in the world of show business. Yeah, friend, infotainment right here on Afro 614. Joe Boy Oha, yanina bedi jumadi ya keep busy. Isuna yen producer. And a Monday. Epacho, ude ni ko say, uko adwuma na bibia boko de.
Sorry.
Mr. Wonsaka show ni bia na wa share my what you say. Na che se bibia akoso live on Afro 614. Somebody can catch also the vice president of the US of A. Mami Fefe no. Ghana sisia just say all church and adwene okay can simbibre or call some visit to some African countries na Ghana can ho Assam or Ghana or you see obeko Cape Coast or call some of the tourist places or Ghana no. So if you want a place to visit in Africa, I'll recommend Ghana for you. DJ Stain, you're watching me from London, wherever you are. Good evening to you. Momsy darling is watching us. Momsy. Baby, I will be amid na CNN chiake sie kwa mama show bashu niswa na washe Afro 614 33 past 5. Jasmine Waha, the queen of showbiz. Yes. And then they were wearing suit too, so wearing a jacket too. Be patch will share now. Will comment say, "Bibia Ebekabia." Somebody can catch us say your bulldog on some waha. You were Eno Baroni. And so on some waha. You were the vice president of the US of A. And so on some waha. Mamu said Nana Mwakwa join here. Nana Mwako, Babia will be here in Chakasi Kwama. Queen.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Yes. Now, and weekend was saying.
It was good.
It was good. Wow.
Yes,
See, the main partner be invited Mr. Kiki, my year being into bedi.
Oh. Don't worry. One of these days, I'll invite the whole team to come over. I promise. One of these
invite
days.
me first.
Don't worry.
You'll be doing that. No, I invite you, Mama. Why?
Wako pre-mamsi ya tu say mamsi ya wachi. So bia per mamsi ya wachi edi.
I want one, Momsy. I know where you live. Don't let me find you. Momsy, I won't watch it too. Yes. Anyway,
So your weekend was good.
My weekend was really good.
Yeah, mine wasn't bad. I had to go to a funeral.
There was a lot happening in Columbus this weekend.
Yes. On Sunday we had a good show on a round table with Momsy. And
like
so
it
was a good weekend. Actually, I was free from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I had a long weekend. Yeah. For the first time in maybe 30 years.
You had a free weekend.
I had a free weekend, from Monday to, I mean, sometimes I make us call Ghana crack or home crack. How can I be a Jumana Casino?
You'll find something to do.
Yes. What's on?
Jovo, how was your weekend? Today you're the replacement for Kumasi.
Kumasi, wherever you are, good evening to you.
Miss you.
Yes. Maybe I will be.
They don't miss you, I miss you.
Samri Ghana, Ghana. Girls, and there's no more train airport. Yes, what dodgy. It's
He's with the wife, okay?
What video or the video no you be my producer at there too.
Okay.
Mani chesi kumasi omunya na umbesi.
I cannot.
Yep.
But how was your weekend, Jovo?
It wasn't bad.
That's good.
Yeah, we had fun.
We had fun?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
It's
thanks for
NBA.
inviting me.
Hey, what's
Wow, Joe boy, who's the we had fun?
Family had fun, and you're part of the family.
And I was about to be like, am I an outsider now?
You're all part of it.
So what fun that you didn't invite me. At least send me an invite. Even though I wasn't here, at least I would have
You were
showed
not
up
here?
in spirit.
So no.
I was in Cincinnati this week.
Oh yeah. I called you. I know.
You did. I'm like,
called
we spoke.
Yes,
No,
yep.
Dido.
No,
No,
okay.
Dido.
Really?
Tenyon kwana akọ.
Dabi.
Okodai.
Okodai ma de chi.
Oh, okay.
Bikita info.
Mo die.
Omo die.
Mo die. Jasmine. Mo die.
You're dying.
Mo koye mo die.
You're dying.
No, mo call Cincinnati. So mama.
Oh yeah, I left off Saturday morning.
Ain't mo die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mo die.
Yeah, omo die.
Oh, okay.
Na kiki unji Indiana.
Mate.
officially,
I wanted to hear it from
blocking
the
you.
horse's own mouth.
Oh no, I was in Cincinnati. But I told you guys I won't be here. That's
I
why
know. So,
know
call
about
Friday, right?
I left on Saturday. You said Saturday morning.
Now about that, babe.
I came yesterday night.
Oba and renyume. Into mo die ho.
Omo die.
Yes, I slept there.
Oh, okay.
If that's what you want to hear, yes,
Okay.
I slept in Cincinnati. Was I supposed to not sleep in Cincinnati?
Oh no,
Cincinnati is what,
Cincinnati. They
an
say
hour.
me
It
to
was
call
an hour,
back.
45
A day me
minutes.
to call me 2 times.
Oh no, I
And then
slept there.
Time na me my juma bi na me call her there bia.
It's okay. I stayed
Yes.
there.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
It's
But it was
more
a-
down.
yes, it was a great weekend.
How was the sleep?
The sleep was nice.
Okay.
If that's what you want to know, I was next to my man. If that's what the
okay.
reason why you keep emphasizing.
Probably opesa o kan ye see.
Oh boy,
I was
I was
next to my
a
man,
boy
Mr.
on to
A.
come hunt in the time bia obeba bia de won fa ni agro.
Oh my god, why do y'all do this to me? Anyways, infotainment, you guys. Let's get started.
The first news on the news last weekend. Jasmine slept.
And she slept. Joe boy. Joe, we're supposed to be cool, oh.
We're cool.
You're supposed to have my back.
No, I got you, girl.
Wow.
What's in the news, Jasmine? Let's go.
Let's get started.
Yep.
As we all know, Kamala Harris, who is the Vice President of the United States, is in Ghana. There is so much conversations about it, from the podium that she stood and spoke on to the LGBT flag that is, it's actually supposed to be the American flag and the Ghana flag, but there's a lot if you're on Twitter, you already know the conversations that's happening on Twitter. But I'm not going to talk about that. We're going to start with the LGBTQ conversation that has started with this weekend. When people saw the picture of is it a Flagstaff house? I think it's the Flagstaff. A lot of people, because I saw it on Twitter, and I didn't understand what was going on because I wasn't paying attention. Mind you, I was having a good time this weekend, so I didn't really pay attention. So this morning, I paid attention to what was happening, and I noticed it wasn't an LGBT, because when I saw it, I was like, oh, did Ghana officially approve the whole LGBT thing? Because I know it was a conversation happening. But then later, I realized it wasn't LGBT. No, somebody tweeted that it's actually the U.S. flag and the Ghana flag. It's not LGBTQ flag. I was like, oh, that's what it's supposed to be. But I'm like, okay, well, since when did the Ghana flag become purple? But the American flag become purple? But that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, the lightning was not good. They needed to work on that because it didn't look like the U.S. flag or the Ghana flag.
Let me be clear about where we stand. First of all, for the American press.
But during the conversation, this is what President Nana Akufo-Addo had to say when Kamala Harris asked about, LGBTQ plus in the country, and he said, I'll read it verbatim. And he said, first of all, we don't have any legislation against here in Ghana. A bill has been proposed to the Parliament of Ghana. It has all kinds of ramifications and is now being considered by the Parliament. It hasn't been passed. So the statement that there's a legislation in Ghana to the effect is not accurate. That's what he said. The bill is going through the Parliament. The Attorney General has found it necessary to speak to the community regarding the constitution. Otherwise, several of the provisions that the Parliament is dealing with right now. Okay. The LGBTQ conversation, the freedom for them to be themselves, to marry, has been recent years. It has been a conversation that is happening in Ghana. Yeah. People are asking, when will it be passed? Will it ever be passed in Ghana? But Akufo-Addo saying that he has nothing to do.
We actually have the video. I will let producer put it on. We can hear everything that went on. Because
Ghana is putting an anti-LGBTQ bill, which was actually announced, which was July 2021.
Okay.
Yes, they were putting an anti, which is against LGBTQ freedom.
Yes. So producer, if you have that video ready, let's roll it.
Are here, know that a great deal of work in my career has been to address human rights issues, equality issues across the board, including as it relates to the LGBT community. And I feel very strongly about the importance of supporting the freedom and supporting and fighting for equality among all people, and that all people be treated equally. I will also say that this is an issue that we consider, and I consider, to be a human rights issue, and that will not change.
Oh, yes. What's the name?
Sorry, Zolan Kano Youngs of the New York Times.
Zolan Ms. Young. So thank you for the question. First of all, we don't have any such legislation here in Ghana. A bill is being proposed to the Parliament of Ghana, which has all kinds of ramifications, which is now being considered by the Parliament. It hasn't been passed, so the statement that there is legislation in Ghana to that effect is not accurate. No legislation. The bill is going through the Parliament. It's going through the Parliament. The Attorney General has found it necessary to speak to the committee about it regarding the constitutionality or otherwise of several of its provisions, and the Parliament is dealing with it. At the end of the process, I will come in. But in the meantime, the Parliament is dealing with it. And I have no doubt that the Parliament of Ghana will show, as it's done in the past, first of all, its sensitivity to human rights.
In summer, President Akufo-Addo and the Vice President of the U.S. will be busa question. Say, President, yati se more law be crowd ha pese bra sa no no na President Ikachiro mo say one of the MPs I file a bill and by Parliament dwene ho but yanka asem no kra nwie enti ye ni laws bia na say bibia wo Ghana e che say yeah so sa no man so omu pass a law bia you know that's what the president was
pretty
saying.
much what the law was going to be was if they if you're an LGBTQ living freely, there's a chance of you having 5 to 10 years imprisonment. And then there's other
some judge and a NDC MP, yes.
Well, that's what it is. Pretty much Nigeria was also trying to do the same thing. I think there's a conversation that has started on Twitter that is saying that they can't pass that law. Let me explain. Because of the funds that we consistently go to them for, they might not be able to pass the anti-LGBTQ plus. They might not be able to do that because, mind you, America now is what? Free. You can freely be gay, lesbian. If you're even a business that you decide not to even serve them, you could face a penalty for it.
So must it be transferred to Africa where they have different cultures?
No, I'm speaking on the conversations that's happening on Twitter. Me personally, I'm not against the LGBTQ plus community. Let me explain. I'm not forcing, be whatever you want to be, but just don't force it on our children. That's my problem. Especially in America now. It's being forced on kids.
Right.
That is the problem. Be whatever you want to be. If you want to be man, woman, whatever it is, be it. But let our children grow up and let them decide themselves.
Right.
But now it's being forced. I think that's one of the conversations that's happening on Twitter. I think I'm part of a clubhouse tomorrow, and we're going to discuss about it. We can, Africa, the whole thing, be whatever you want to be.
Trump says when he comes, all these things are going to be
Me
canceled.
personally, you know one thing I'm against with the whole community, and I'll say it proud, the the transgender community. Not the gays and the lesbians. The transgender community. If you're born a man, be a man. If you're born a woman, be a woman. Because now there's a whole thing that was happening at Congress last week about a man claiming that he can be pregnant.
Oh, yeah, I've seen pictures.
You cannot be pregnant. You don't have the organs and stuff to be pregnant.
I think they are doing it now.
It's called artificial, what is it called? They have a name for it that I saw in Congress. And I've been reading about it. But then it's making it hard for women who are actually women to be women. Because now we have to
what do you think about this?
Men being women.
Can it happen in Ghana? Can it be like a law that anybody can do whatever he wants? You think
you don't think it will happen in Ghana?
And see that.
You don't think they will pass it for freedom to be free?
And see that.
Because it's already there.
No. I'm betting my yes, I ain't come baby. So fancy them
but right now no omo pe law ye pese ye says hadie no ye nye Ghana ho. Once you are part of that, you know, it's illegal. So be ye gay and I be all those kind of things. It's ever samra nemra. Ghana they ain't famra.
But do you think the imprisonments? Because right now they have what people are killing people the moment they find out you're gay or lesbian. It's called instant justice or whatever they call it. And then now they're trying to 5 years to 10 years. You think it's okay? Yeah. I don't think the instant justice is okay.
Ghana, ya chikron for krebuni kuno.
That's sad.
Sad and they chi obi anu guy Okay. I don't know what you think. I don't know. Ebimu say ya better bruchinti ebimu adwin mo bie you know they don't mind doing that. They don't care if those laws are allowed or those people are allowed to live in Ghana freely.
Kromano aniwa we no entina anyas me tina make any no I say because even all can say crowd Facebook are live or multi block
very true
because you know you have to be reserved on this because just think about it say and I hope see if your chromophone quantity. Think about it in such a way, say, Oba Ako school. Now, your man a book. Say, last week, now me watching news.
Yep.
Now, parents need be fight. They say, Yamfa, sa omu books I bet you omu how obeti madani oba. Obeti mine oba ni oba ada.
It's already there.
No, but no class as part of.
Because it's in libraries right now.
A part of their
so sad.
So na to back school na onim so okosia ade na obabe bana afi no ono dada ana mami because me ese yetimi ese aya
Almost I say free. Yeah,
Third grade.
Third grade.
Yeah.
The one I've read so far is third grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To just think about it. Akwani nyini ko drew, you know. Na yeah pa me de bia me dwen ho say.
For Mike in the Ben one, no kakra.
Me ya pa say me won ma ba na me baba be frame me. Ni age bia so waso ware. No nko fa obi mra na one ne be ware na nko so ni nyonko obansa. Aba say we na me ware no. Same way pad we Ghana ni den anka obeye.
I actually had that
Know
conversation.
our morals, how we were raised.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
You have to deal with it.
Because I think this story came out a couple of years ago.
Mean
The
to me.
couple in Canada was two guys in Canada. One was Ghanaian. That the mom wore kente to go support. I don't know if you guys saw. It was very viral. If you were, and the woman was like, she didn't support it, but she didn't have a choice. It's better for her to be in her son's life than to lose her son, because it looked like that was the only son.
Yeah.
It was in Canada a couple of years. She was
I
like,
read
it's
that
better
story.
I support my son than to lose my son. I recently had that conversation with my partner. He said, I'll lose you.
Yeah, me lose you.
My partner said, I'll lose you.
Stain Breezy says, Hola. Are they Spain now? Hola. Okay, baby girl. I think say Momsy responded to what she called.
Thank you.
And Momsy says, hell no, not in Ghana. Or say Tofiakwa. So Momsy, yes, I tell comments now. Also wait me the comments about our Afro 614. Mr. For comments in the bra. What do you think about this whole situation?
Talking about
The vice president of the US is in Ghana. And also just a campaign all yard say you be be akwan na say one person me person mo form ho more person mo form ho person turn it to bar person turn it to be more see obia or the right to do anything and obi ko bisa president Akufo-Addo say na yesi mo pass law bi say mo mpene sa no ma no na Akufo-Addo say yem pass law bia which means Akufo-Addo no kra no ye hwa ka o ye in favor. Because
you know what
as someone kind there or see you passing law
let
we
me
are
explain
saying
what he has to say that he's a president one, and mind you, this is an American president, vice president. You get what I'm saying? So globally, everybody's watching.
that's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? So he can't come and stand there and say I'm against it, because recently I think in an African nation that said they're against gay or whatever. I think they were. This was last week. You know how people attack that president. So he has to be smart about it. He can't come and say, oh, I'm against it. Because other nations, because on Twitter Space Cry, there were people from Canada talking about this whole thing. So he has to be careful what he says. He's a president.
That's
you
true.
get what I'm saying?
No,
He can't
and they're
just
not
say
crying.
but no, you see, one thing we are all forgetting is the president of the US can go to Saudi Arabia. They will not change their stand.
Because Saudi Arabia don't
Because
borrow
they
from
don't-
the
they
US.
That's what I'm
That is-
saying.
I know, so
But
no,
your culture is your culture.
No,
It
have
doesn't
to-
matter.
Definitely,
owe me.
I have control over you.
I understand.
My mother told me one thing. She said the person that consistently takes care of you have more control, because guess what? One mommy in India, I'll be hungry. So then
if
I'm
Robert
consistently
Mugabe
hungry.
was alive right now.
Omo, they
Omuna
don't
here,
depend.
but
They depend on them.
they depended. Zimbabwe.
Have you read the story of Zimbabwe? Watch it. I'll send you the documentary. Watch it. They have their own.
Oh no! Now I have a bit of Adriana.
His final might not have been good.
For the US from Penasem. No,
But is it? I say Tony Yanimunya Mascana say
that's why they chrome. I say.
Can't you see Kumasi is always fighting about that? That's what we've done.
That's why Ghana have a juicy say.
Terrible. Yes.
sad.
Said the vice president of the US, Mameno, Kamala Harris, or US, or Ghana, CCI, can say Ghana there. Nipa bibiro Jasmine yantoa so oni Akufo-Addo oni na Akufo-Addo na sisi a ohwe omo picture na eda Facebook sisi a no.
Continue. Can we speak about the podium?
The podium na say.
Did you see the kente podium?
Na I saw check.
Twitter was saying if Ghanaians could eat kente, we'll eat it. What's the podium?
I'm gonna kente
Kente no, but then it wasn't.
Nanya fem.
Right.
Nanya fem. Oh, sir. Man, shut down shit. Now man, shut down shit. But me who said I'm the Kintai, Bibi, I'll be Jina Swakasa. But I think say, oh, you're happy. Or
everybody's happy when they're in Ghana. Let's be honest. All Americans are happy when
But have you talked about this? Security, what was security?
The cars be brilliant.
Sure.
I saw it outside, bro.
We call airport to cry. You normal be for far. Yes, you could be say. Na adena omunje Ghana security ni nia na. Our modern securities be basa no.
Akufo-Addo Baha, do they do that for him?
So na Akufo-Addo no score be try security ka. Yes. Jasmine.
On to the next, since we're still talking about Kamala Harris, she had officially announced on Twitter, she said, I'm releasing a playlist featuring the American artists, featuring the artists from my country, from my travels across Ghana, Tanzania, and Zambia, which includes Black Sherif, Amare. This after, if you're on Twitter, you probably seen it. But if you don't understand what the playlist, Obama does it every year. Obama every year will bring out a list of songs from his playlist, and then it's on Spotify. So Kamala is doing the same thing, songs on her playlist. It will be on Spotify, from what I know for now. Yeah, it will be on Spotify. Spotify is a streaming platform. She made the announcement on Twitter. The list will include people like our own Black Sherif and much more. There was a meeting today that took place at the Vibrant Space. It's at East Legon. It had Black Sherif, Amare, Mensa, Joey B, Ray Boss, Baba J, Potra Asantua. She's a poetry artist. Yeah, I follow her on Facebook. Idris Elba was there, and Cheryl Lee Ralph. They were all there today, and Kamala spoke with all of them about the connection between Ghana and America, to help produce more Ghanaian artists and more. So yeah, that's what happened today.
I hope now call Ghana. Oh, the relationship between Ghana and America is and young artists.
Oh, so
that's entertainment is huge.
The entertainment part of it.
Entertainment is huge.
But the other things. Who was your president? We saw Ginny call the house,
the gold,
the office of the president.
Natural resources near Chamon.
Yes.
Africa,
Yep.
I'm trying to get the story on Spotify. Spotify is working on a project in Ghana right now. I'm trying to get it, but it looks like I missed it. But Spotify right now is trying to, I think when I read it earlier, Spotify is working on starting to push more Ghanaian artists, because it looks like Nigerians are being pushed, as we all know. Let's be honest, in the Afrobeat community, Nigerians are being pushed more, but Spotify is creating something to push more Ghanaian artists to the mainstream, and which he included names like Medical, Shatawale. I've seen a few names, but I'm trying to get the article. But let's just
Eliza will be there very soon.
Oh, Eliza is your artist. She has a beautiful voice. I feel like she just needs the right push. Are you her manager?
Let's talk later.
Okay. At this point. But yeah, so that's what Spotify is working on. I'm trying to get that story, but give me a minute and I'll get it. But let's just keep going with the other stories that we have for today. Eno Baroni. If you guys, I got the Spotify thing. Spotify is creating a global streaming platform. Spotify is a global streaming platform, and they are working on creating. It's going to be called Surf Ghana. Vibrant Space, which is operated by Surf Ghana. It is a community recording studio and music program. Spotify is going to partner with them. And they're going to start offering education, mentorship, and other things to push Ghanaian music. Spotify first partnered with them in 2022, last year. And so right now the focus is more to push Ghanaian music to
the next level.
To the next level, pretty much, because the focus has been on Nigerians for a long time. So yeah, they're pushing funds in there. So let's just watch out for that. I was trying to see the names of people. There was a few people there, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that since we were talking about Spotify earlier. So yes, let's talk about Eno Baroni. The VGMA list. I think last week we announced the list. We spoke about it. But the person we did not see was Eno Baroni. So funny, we didn't really catch it.
She wasn't on the Rapper of the Year?
No, she wasn't on the list. She wasn't nominated for anything. And she said, it hurts. but I will work harder.
Okay.
But then my take on it, does an award really define your success? Because Angela, let's just use the which one did they just do recently? The Oscars. Angela Bassett, if we talk about actors, is one of the biggest actors, but she doesn't have an Oscar. But she keeps going. So I don't think it should, that VGMA should define your career or anything. But she said she was heard about it. I want to read what...
You see, one thing, like, if you want to break into the global world in music and entertainment, you need those things.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying it's not a good thing, but I'm not saying
it doesn't
it
define. I mean, but it's
Have an impact.
when you work so hard for an industry and you are still not being recognized, it's something that, you know, bothers you. It's something that you think about, oh, what should I do again? Because we know Eno does it better
It's good.
than most of the guys,
Yes.
even in the rap game, you know.
good.
But it shouldn't define you. But you know, everybody wants to be, you know, given his or her flowers when it's due.
Yeah, that
you
one
know.
is true.
So if you don't give it to the person, it makes the person, you know, a little bit, you know, discouraged. Like soccer. If you want to play in most of the leagues outside Ghana, you have to have a certain percentage of time with the Black Stars. So everybody wants to be part of the Black Stars so that they can get that
With
kind
that
of...
name attached.
You can
to
play in other places, but to get some major teams or major leagues to play, you have to be in the Black Stars so that your name... They ask you, do you play for your national team? If you don't play for your national team, how good are you?
Yeah.
If you can't even play for your national
own
team.
national team.
So there are things that they want to, you know, achieve. It's like if you're a musician for like 50 years, then you go on retirement, and then people ask you, what did you do in the music industry? And you have nothing to show. It doesn't mean your music is going to get rotten or something. It's not going to... You can still show you, but it will be better if you still have something to show, a plug to show, and tell people that, oh, I was once the artist of the year. I was once I won the most popular song. I won the artist, the youngest, you know, those kind of things. So
That's true.
It doesn't define you.
But her
but
comment said, awards don't define me. Eno will still be Eno. It hurts because I have worked and I deserve to be recognized. But in all, we work harder.
Right.
So that's what she had to
I
say.
mean, I don't know if you watch the UTV, the Miss G show UTV now yesterday.
I didn't watch this.
Yeah, basically, I think they had the PRO or whoever they are spokesperson
Of Ghana Music Awards.
the
VGMS.
Yeah, the guy was there to explain things because there was a lot of question. And one thing I love about this guy, that's his name, Beidou. Is that someone? What's
No. Go on. I'll say.
So that guy,
Yeah.
I mean, he's very intelligent, he's smart, he knows music, you know.
Yep.
And he was asking a lot of questions whereby it looks like, say, there was a little bias in those picking. And this year, VGMA, I think that is the one thing.
Arnold. Yeah.
Arnold. That is one of the stuff I bet bring you almost down because a lot of people were complaining.
Yeah, people have heard stories.
Based off on their categories, no more credit and a crown, based off on their own criteria and requirement, they didn't follow it.
Yeah.
You know, because there were artists they were not supposed to be
in some categories, and they are there now.
But they are there.
Yep.
You know, and it looks like Obusano no guy onye good spokesperson. I don't think
They used to use Abuaje.
Yeah,
Abuaje knew what he was saying.
This guy didn't know what he was saying.
Okay.
And Nebufu cry.
I mean, I read that. The headline say Arnold was fighting with that guy or something else.
Arnold
I mean, I know this.
I don't know his
Or
stuff.
no, a gem in the entertainment industry. So.
Wow, book out there, but says this is the criteria. When you share so, nominate you be, and pick you.
Put two questions.
Also, you put two questions. I will say, you kotena hati who say it doesn't favor until you change. I say no, you can't say that. Based off on a phenomenon to me, but basically, they say as a music industry, right? So more tired than you might be one fair because you call this a public award. It's not like the Oscars, a yet private owned. This is a public. The people have 70% say in it.
Right.
It is a obey changes be oma. Let the people know.
Let the public know.
Put it out there.
Yes.
Say yasisa hawa.
Yeah. No,
picking Crawford. Then Crawford because a channel team at Naga say, oh, yeah, the book we have to her. And that public a Ghana phone in
right.
Now me Aris and Bemoa, Kiki me bubefu.
Sure.
Because minima Juma Maye. Obi nyumba 3 years ago doesn't qualify. Aswabem.
Oh, sir.
Wait, who?
I guess you are kind of for a year.
I think we should have time and review all the list again.
Yeah.
I think so Wednesday we should do that. Yeah, Wednesday you bet me review all the lists. It's just me. Yes, I do mame. Now you share all the lists. Now you assess it. Now you choose who is going to win. Each of the
Black Sherif.
Oh, for artist of the year. Yes.
Same thing about Ghana Music Award USA.
Yes.
Rough PQBI can see any given to
Yes.
Yeah, the VGMA is happening March 19th, 2023. So watch out for it. Black Sherry, Stoneboy, Sarkodie, Can Promise, yada yada. The list goes on and on. So watch out for it. On to the next story. Ludacris is in Ghana, as I spoke about last. Oh, before I even continue, Spike Lee. If you don't know who Spike Lee is, I don't know what bridge you're sleeping under, but Spike Lee is in Ghana.
Okay.
He said he went to Ghana to reconnect with his ancestors.
Right.
Cheryl Lee, Ralph, like I said, is also in Ghana to also connect with, her roots and much more. So she's from the islands, but she's in Ghana as well. So they're doing great things because she went to a school in Ghana, as I saw over the weekend. So Bella Mundi got to interview her. So hopefully that interview will come out very soon. On to my next story. Sorry, give me 1 second.
You're talking about Ludacris.
Ludacris, yes. People are wondering why he was in Ghana, and he didn't really give an exact answer why he's there. He just said he's working on something big.
Right.
Over the weekend, we saw him in studio with Camido.
Yeah.
And Pato Rankin.
The picture is on Facebook. The picture is on Facebook right now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And that picture, do you know what they were talking about?
What?
So they were talking about Ghana Jollof and Nigerian Jollof.
And he said he's not picking. He's going to leave it to Pato Rankin to choose.
Yeah, he chose Nigeria. Said,
of course, he's Nigerian.
Nigerian Jollof is the best in the world.
Oh.
He is Nigerian.
And that is where the laughter came. Social picture now. Yeah, that is where.
It's Ludacris.
But I would love to hear a song.
The legendary rapper Ludacris and One Camido, our boss Sugar Cane, Ejina Hwash. I said, I mean, that guy has really impressed me.
Camido?
Yes, Camido. Go like Osher, you must say no. I followed him. One day, I think some born in young crowd radio, Sumane tested me at that scene, and I said, for but what to me. I grow from where he was to become a superstar, and he's now being talked about in every entertainment circle. See, I was had the opportunity to even meet Ludacris. Very short time or share the musical career, and now blow in Africa now in Ghana no. Sako de see him say that I was wa rap here and say Ludacris be share Sako there. Even though it's an achievement, it's not the first time. That's the second time. And Sako de can come to the US and go see Ludacris. I think he will have the opportunity. But for somebody like Camido, I feel I won't say any frame, no air back a crano, for him to have that opportunity. This is what we talk about management here. Management that has the links. What I say? Oh, manager Nimshia, Nimlu or non T Ludacris crying that. Or better Kushia, I can say Ludacris about time. I'm in now. So it's about, that's why management is so important in the lives of artists. You have to get who has the right connections to get you to the right people. But master now talents in the cost is here because there are a lot of people who have talents. Oh, soccer players, or more sports players. Once your sporting activities are nipa be brain are involved with themselves into it. So if you are not extraordinary and as I would didn't catch it. It's going to be very, very difficult for you to be out there and making it. So I'm so happy for Camido. I'm so happy for him. Say at least this opportunity will also open
It
a
will,
bigger
'cause if you see the picture,
a bigger
you-
door
even if
for
you don't know
him.
who Camido is,
And
you wonder who he is, and you go learn about him. But
that's nice.
He didn't reveal why he's in Ghana. He just said, "I'm in Ghana working on
We hope so.
something." I have a feeling he's trying to work. You know what? Is it Chance the Rapper did when he first went and then came back?
Yeah.
I have a feeling something like that, but more music wise,
Right.
You know,
Right.
So yeah, that's about it. On to my next story. Bulldog, Bulldog, and the minister, the deputy minister of tourism, Mr. Mark Okwekumante. Yes, I remember.
Yes.
Thank you. You guys talked to me on here.
Yeah.
Welcome for me.
Oh, one here TV3 music. I know that was no. But I couldn't know to him. No, there you could be the mentor. He was a
judge.
No, a
I
judge.
remember.
Yes.
I remember. That's where I know him from.
She was a kid at that
I
time.
wasn't a kid. Please, when C was saying I wasn't a kid, I remember. I remember the Mentor theme song. Mentor makes me good. Mentor makes me a star. Mentor.
You were still a baby.
I used to love that song. It used to be funny.
You were still a baby.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm not being so interested. I only watched the finals.
I remember Isaac. Andy Showboy.
Andy
Showboy used to be my favorite. And then Isaac came
with.
Also,
free mentor went to me. I hate it.
No.
Because she had London. Yeah, didn't call London out.
Oh no, when you Kumasi and all you through Kumasi now.
And then Isaac came on. Isaac also, and then C. I remember a few of them. But on to the next story before you people distracted me. Anyways, Marco Kumante, he is the Minister of Tourism.
Deputy Minister
of Tourism, sorry. He is trying to, as we all know, John DeMello, we spoke about John DeMello Fred. He's also trying to run for an MP for Ayen Swano constituency. If I don't say it right, I'm going to let Joe Boy say it.
Joe, no, to me country.
Wow, I thought I was bad. Our whole boss. Ayen Swan, I'm going to say how I see the spelling, so pay attention to how I say it. But he's trying to be the MP, and this is what Bulldog had to say about him. Bulldog said he has done nothing in office for 4 years in government as MP. What is he going to do now? And when he says the 4 years as the Deputy Minister of Tourism, he has done nothing. What is he going to do there? He is not worthy of that space because he has contributed nothing to our sector.
So before you move on, I don't think he has been a Deputy Minister of Tourism for 4 years, but he's been part of the government's. But he became.
For some 4 years ago. They said 4 years ago.
I don't think he's been a minister for 4 years now. I remember they swearing him in some few.
He has failed as a politician ever since he assumed office as the minister some 4 years ago.
Oh, really? Yeah. 4 years?
Time is flying, you guys. Time is flying. You'll be surprised.
I knew he was part of the culture and something. I didn't know that he was a minister then. But I remember they vetting him like 2 years ago to become the deputy minister. So I'll find out.
Because the year of return, they started in 2019, 2021. It's been 2 years now. And he was the minister of tourism at the time.
Let's go. I'll find out when he became a minister.
But what he says, he is not worthy of that space because he has contributed nothing to our sector. The people of his constituency should not even waste their time to vote for him because he will not bring any change. Last year, for instance, his ministry came out to say they will build 5 amphitheaters by December. And when it was pointed out to him that might be too ambitious, Mr. Okwekumante was very defensive. Meanwhile, till today, we have not seen any structure yet. Bulldog says it to add that he does respect Mr. Okwekumante 100% as an individual, but if he decides to run, he scores a 0. Bulldog also added saying, in fact, I will go there to campaign against him when he launches his campaign because he won't bring about any change there. If the roads are bad, they will remain so. He will add nothing. What has he done for the creative industry? He will do the same as an MP. If you do not know who Bulldog is Shatawala.
So their pictures are on Facebook right now. But so like what I was saying, Marco Mante assumed office as the deputy minister for tourism and culture, deputy minister for tourism, culture and creative arts. on January 7, 2021.
So that's 3 years now.
So that's why
then they got the article.
So
Well, they
yes.
said 4 years.
So
Sorry.
he became. I remember them vetting him some recently. So I had those memories. So yes, he became. He assumed office January 7, 2021.
And now he wants to be MP.
Yes.
Which the election is next year, right? Yeah, elections are next year. So then he'll be 4 years at the time.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think about? I don't really know him per se on what he has done for I know there's been conversation about what he does for the creative industry. People are asking like, what is his plans? Well, they've not seen nothing. I know in the past year or something, I saw it on Twitter. That's how I even heard about him. Whatever on the whole conversation. What do you guys think about him trying to run for MP?
I mean, he Mark has been an industry player for so long. He's the chief executive of Sleep Music. You know, he brought somebody like Lord Kenya. He brought somebody like Darcy Jamra. He brought somebody like Kumi Guitar or Hineba Kisi, Achiame. You know Achiame? Yes. Achiame Kofi and Achiame Kwame. You know, when they brought Masana Bo.
I said I know who they are. Guys, I'm not that young.
I'm not only speaking to you.
No, Joe Boy is like, he feels I'm a baby.
Okay.
Bro, why you...
So, Adani Best. You know Adani Best?
Who?
Adani Best.
Adani?
Adani Best.
Adani Best.
You don't know Adani Best? Wait.
Why you always do me like this? I'm a grown woman, Joe. I'm almost 30. Can you let me be?
On an year production more. Most of the Lokian song.
Already 30?
Waya Juma with Joy FM. He was the programs manager for Hate FM recently until he became the deputy minister. So yes, Mark in the industry knows a lot. Whoever matters in the entertainment industry, in the cultural business, he has was Shobia.
Wow.
So for that experience, people, because once they what's back now on government and you say a lot.
When you become
part of it. Now, yeah, what set to now you?
Oh no, I wanted to. My clip was falling down. Did you see it on the camera? I saw it on the camera. It was not looking.
So
the clip was coming down. I had to make sure because I saw when I turned my eye. Like
he knows all about entertainment. He knows all about the industry. So people were expecting more because the music industry needs structures.
Okay.
Obo came to do his bit as the musical president. Kojontri came to do his bit as Gamro president. So we've had entertainers who have come closer to government. Being aside and being part of the government is two different things. When you are part of the government, you can actually have influence to direct policies towards the industry. You can actually find your way to, they call it lobby. They lobby through, because you are part of the government now, so you can lobby and get funds to help the industry. A whole Ghana, we don't have,
the
Ghana movie industry is nothing to write home about. They said they were going to build something in Kumasi, a theater or something like the National Theater. They were going to build a village, a film village in Kumasi. They had plans for it. They did everything, but nobody.
Do you know why they?
As of now, I don't know how.
You can't build something that when you build it, what are they going to do?
What are they going to do?
Hold on.
If you are building a village,
you have to set structures first. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm coming to get an office, there has to be a reason why I'm getting an office.
They have all these things.
Wait. Like when we're coming to we knew, we have
let me actually
be
specific. It was a campaign promise for the MPP government to build a film village in Ashanti region.
Before you build the film village, invest in actors and creative people to bring out stories.
How do you do that?
To bring out stories that will be able to use the creative village for. Before Tyler Perry built Tyler Perry Studios, he invested in good stories because you have to have something in order to do
Our problem with our movie industry is we don't have equipment. We don't have
invest
locations.
in that first.
We don't have.
So that's what I'm saying. You're not getting it.
America is making so much money from Hollywood because all the structures are
Kiki,
there.
I mean, this industry.
What she's saying.
What I'm saying
you
is,
can build that.
invest in
village,
the team,
you have to
writers.
invest. So you probably have to buy equipment, good equipment.
Thank you.
Take care of these guys
Before you build a village.
What could build a village, you know?
What building village? What are we playing there?
No.
What movie are we playing? What play are we doing?
We you know why? Because we saw that there was a whole generation of people who are doing Kumasi movies, right? Movies in Ghana. It's Kumasi. There are crowd people there, Majid Mudi. First, but now Ajako Mone, Kokuma Numone, Lewe Muwohono. Do you know how many people who want to be like Lewe near Ajako Nase for Ashanti region? It was
I get what you're coming from.
So they were trying to, what they were trying to do is, let's build a structure. By the time you go there, equipment, everything is there. Because I didn't know
so, and why will make you statement say, why will make you statement say it was for political reasons. Just because they can get the votes for people to vote for them. They will come on through. The same thing about this Kwaku Wani Okreku
Mante.
It's on their own self-interest. They are not thinking about the industry. They're not thinking about anybody else but themselves. Ghana, Africa, personally, is more about me, not us.
Right.
You know, it's no. Obekako drew hono. Then the if you cry say, movie industry, music industry,
You're not thinking about them.
Because this is not the first time I almost anglophone in a positions now. There was a reason in here I say, omo peke obi award that industry name to be a leader.
And he did nothing.
And they didn't do anything. Obuako, I know they feel in a fool.
Are they? Obo.
The truth
Obo Juma. Obo. President Obo. Oya Juma pa.
Asa. Odi gune ye ne belly mu na ne yefu ye kese.
Asa be na okay.
No kra na make no Ghana wo samon pe no kra.
Obo na fusu ndada. Anya fi na fu very.
Ka project about me build here.
Obo ye bi o.
What did he
project
do?
Ben or building. National Theatre crowd see how kokura bubu.
Obo's legacy.
The last time I went to Ghana last year,
my Minuka was saying it. What's her name? There was an actress that went to Ghana and said the same thing, that it's not properly structured. Yeah, she was saying it. Kiki, I think before you invest on building a village, a creative village, we have to focus on what we already have. What we already have has not even been nurtured to be taken care of in order for us to build a village. You can't start something new without taking care of what you already have. That's the problem in Ghana. Nigerians are moving forward because Nigerians have built connections with people. They have connections, agents at Amazon, Netflix, all of these. We don't have the proper connections. Our stories are mediocre. Let's be honest.
No, our stories are, we have
good writers.
We have good writers.
That's what I'm talking about, the current stories that you're pushing out.
No, I mean, now everything is just, everybody want to do the funny videos, you know. And that is why I think, say, last time, I'm saying, if you remember, Kwakuma Nubai, Ibusano, how I gonna a movie, you know, how is he breaking a call from now, or China dream, but how I may see who no. Technology, urban. So Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, urban.
The landmark achievements. The landmark achievements of Obo. Effective rebranding of Musica.
Did he do that?
Yes, that's what he did. The union had become more attractive to the industry players and other stakeholders.
He's reading what somebody else has written.
Oh no, the landmark.
Wait, hold on. If I go and I write something about you on Ghana Web,
interview.
Interview now. Me interview.
Kiki, don't disappoint me. You know better.
About your musical academy. A collaboration with School of Performing Arts, National Film. Just a boy,
Madam Tuaso.
Oh, my music are attractive. And I'm going to go
or they're good attractive.
Membership categorization and Obo ye bebro. And 1, 2,
Kiki does not believe it.
His people
will watch it, so he's trying to just make it sound like
me boss no bo. What you say?
Keyword.
Oh, TV so many things. What you say?
Mom say, Joe boy pa.
We are going him.
Well, that was it for Okrik. So you guys don't really think he would be a great MP?
I know a Jama amount for a one in Pesua. So,
Impesua. What is Impesua?
Constituency.
Oh,
okay.
You could have just said this constituency. Like the fact that you had to say Impesua, like be dramatic about it.
And Impesua, so no. Now, Omato Abano, so Mopenos, or Mompeno, and the Omoa.
Yeah, somewhere. But yeah, that's it for infotainment today. It was entertaining.
Today is the birthday of one of the biggest bloggers
I saw it.
in Ghana.
Happy birthday.
And in Africa. Your friend, Kobiche.
Yeah, he's cute.
The CEO of Kobiche News.
He's really cute.
He's really doing a great job. Once your bloggers, and they just write stories, take money, do anything. But this guy is actually, if you go to his page, every day he's helping people, or villages. Oh, they are Kobiche, and a YouTube account. Now Kobiche, and now even go to his social media, all the other Instagram Kobiche of Kobiche News. What I say? He goes to the villages, get them water, get them everything. Every time, that's what he does. And whoever knows Kobiche knows that people respect him because of the things. He doesn't follow trend. That's one thing I like about him. It's not like, can't say, get shaking the tune, story about it.
So he writes
stories that really brings positive impact on people. So he's one celebrated guy. Yes. And a madam for girl be of Parliament House or the office of the Speaker. Your friend Grace. Grace. Happy birthday, Grace. Baby, I was nominated my colleague. Now I'm a mate. College. UDS. Into Grace. Baby, I will be our Parliament House in the office of the Speaker. It's who person speaker. So I could share Grace. Happy birthday to you.
And happy birthday to Kobe.
Yeah, we appreciate the kind of job you're doing.
Oh, we've had him on here
before. Yeah, I've interviewed him before. Yes.
We've had him on here
so happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Kobiche of Kobiche News. We are grateful, we are thankful for having you. You've made a very big impact in the Ghanaian blogging industry. What you say, and the entertainment industry as a whole. So wherever you are, good evening to you, boss. Kosuana you Jumana Memo Abamumbu on this sketchy, and that's why I like. Really yes. So we are on 26 past 6, 27 actually past 6. We are on till 7 o'clock. Very soon we are about to bring you the Drive Talk. Into Drive Talk basisia. Mediani MC Kiki and Jasmine,
Joe
Boy,
Joe Busy,
and K Busy, na producer Momsi, and Omama Kanyina Teche from afar. Into Yadamu say, Mr. Wabaso and was share, no was share amame. Wait me to comment so aba na reading in our mouth. Ubasu Sia share, am I? Mediani MC Kiki. So it's time for the drive talk right here on Afro 614. Yenko straight Joe boy, announcement bi wo ho afama yenko na chese announcement ni announcement e wo ho nyina no fatu yanim na yenko na yenfa drive talk nimbra.
We there for Kumasi ni ho ntimi shed Kumasi anemu. Onna nka ye good announcement ma ba. So Saturday ya brother Nana say Nana Osei Tutu.
Nana Osei Tutu.
Opem so the great warrior. Papa Efrimu in London. Na omo ye a year no LB or Columbus I say Columbus this weekend.
Okay.
Our Assemblies of God. China ya Saturday ya be ya anti for
I say the obia nim no.
I say a creature kunu na say.
I say the obia nim no. Obia ye ma say obia occasion bia wedding.
Fini suit na say dress man. To me dressing heavy. Columbus unim dressing China abwa. Omiem.
It was mo front my pam metane ne papa ye.
Ko jana say o ne papa ye na say. This Saturday yeah. Man find memory this weekend yeah Saturday yeah baso.
Yes.
Assemblies of God from 8 p.m. Ekopema na jube 2 or 3.
Okay.
You know, adiachi a on sheda nye bibia but beka ko jana sorry Assemblies of God on anti.
Okay.
And we anomne adofo amuti yesremo a on fasha mo calendar so.
All right.
Ne yire so dia ono ya de ono aye bia ono ye ono be church ni o ma no.
Oh, okay.
Sa ma no mo kasa no. Yeah, ekwecha on pen ho asem din.
Okay.
Ono so sa anti yesremo.
Sa adwan kran ba besua. E church no ma no.
Yes, say Christ usua. Associate, my family and started. May you know.
When is it?
May you so basso. May ye Joe boy ye basso. I basso say. Yeah, may ye basso this May 13th. Yeah, Joe boy ye. Intimis Remo. I am on Benjamin. You know, I Methodist.
Okay.
Intimis Remo.
Methodist Church.
Methodist.
They were in
basement. They were Cleveland and so on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Intimis Remo. I am mentioning and so. And we say Ghana Music Awards USA nominee announcement.
So the Ghana Music Awards USA nominees announcement is coming on this 15th April. April 15th. Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah, Waterford.
Yep.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Eti ye nyina ye ko opesa okobia obetima afre Joe boy.
Yeah.
Opesa okobia afre Joe boy na pe o ticket. Ticket no, ma me ka no kra nchira o. VVIP tickets ni nyina asa.
Oh wow.
Omo moto eji tables no, uji table a won sa waduane no bibia eno de asa. Ba open regular ticket na wa afre Joe boy. Ofre Joe boy number na won sabe kano ma me fa number ne ma na wa afre no fe na watimi na twetwe nkomo so on sabe ka ticket ni bia eno ye nominees announcement hona ye ko yi artista o mubaje award no on the main event date no hoso ne be announce the main event no ba bia be koso Columbus ye se age atwa so a hona ye be hu enti no Joe boy number no 6145566 434 6145566 the nominees announcement no baso enti mi pa chow ye nyina ye ko Virginia na yakodi nominees me meko me name artist ni fo nyina me ne Eliza me san so ne Achipalago ye koja awards naba ene Kobe Nice ye nyina ye ko akoje award naba ntino mesro Waterford Springfield Virginia April 15th 2023 the stars are back nominees announcement Ghana Music Awards USA GMA 2023 eti ya boss don say obi amra because this year no enye asem kotoa the CEO extraordinaire the Don Dennis Baby a boss will be a made in check and see a quamau. Why? Baby I will be a made in check and see a quamau. Ain't he any easy crowd hot? Ubaba to me, I miss me, did you my dear son cocra? It was a jumadi and I say, ain't he bra? Ain't I ain't shia. Oh,
no, say, Name Baba can say, Kiki.
There be that many to answer.
More tip.
Many to answer.
Tip, men can you
no brains.
Kiki play big part in
this event. Yes, it's Munina support. What you say?
Upesa Uhua. Mom, Kapu from Columbus to Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia. I just 5 hours drive.
Yeah,
so
driving 2 hours driving.
Wow, do the Abana? How are you? Who can't ever funnel?
Someone in support Yagrono. Yakwan, you bet me pushing a event in about Columbus. I say no more who see any abre.
Yes.
The person hosted this.
About some who could fix Nata.
Yes.
Muhu Dana Hamilton. Muhu a Sonny Badu. Muhu Miami boss. Miami family. Oh, just a wine. Wine well, no. It's a peda excitement. Now this year, so Eliza, so Ujina Massa. Sanumui. Ha ha ha.
Kiki, mami, yeah. Last announcement, last but not the least, Ghana Festival, Ohio. So Ghana Festival, so baso. This year, August 5th. Kroma be butu. This year, Columbus for Monya ready. And your my share programs share to sono. This year, Columbus for Yebema Moniaji. Someone among them say, Bibia Joe Boy any we say Kiki MC Kiki can biano. Now him say, and yet is not just on him say, and yet as I'm to Accra. The crew now from Afro 614 be BI in support ye who day ye be sata program here by so Monday Shannon so April August 5th a Ghana Festival, Ohio. So what this festival is about, me Kiki me church mu ki tuwa bi na nkrofo ati ase
maybe be quick.
Okay. Yeah, so this festival no omo yen about 3 days event. That's our 3 days, the last day and you did big artists. Get the big artists. This is on the August 5th, Artists Bakroma. Abe bomo jinemu heavy Emma Columbus for feeling. And they were a for ne and penny 4 or 242 and penny 4 free Ghana Accra Babia air barbershop program yen munyam. Also 2 crown as sober. By him saying you may be into and Timia Mickey. Emma
well, we don't know yet. We still don't know yet.
Yeah, still yeah, some final song. It's debate my song. It's debate my happen.
Yeah,
send your organizers in can cry no send your AC kono. Debate my happen so 2 4 crab 2 na kunya mu abaha. Eti we so the SA na asante for mu wa be he by esremo. We Ghana de we nya asante for ade. The first year check kente yes adwa yes animani nyina doesn't mean say Kumasi for na asante for. This is Ghana. This is just to display our culture. So and cry for be show omo de fante for obia
Nzima 4 thank you
then Zima Queen
see munina yesramo mon channel so mon fashion mo calendar so o pesa ye a year bi that day na mesre o change date no mesre wa ni die mu a sa ko fa ba bi fashion o pesa ye wedding na mesre o change no I ha na beka se Columbus for support too so near support too. One last thing Kiki me side chick.
Hey, what side chick?
Yes, me side chick.
Your friend is saying.
Second
your
one.
Side chick?
Oh, one I first.
Oh, okay.
Second one.
Oh, it's like he wants
peace. Yeah, me side chick. Getty Bongo. Getty one.
Okay.
Getty Bongo. Ni birthday.
Okay.
Ochina. Me wishing a big happy birthday from the whole team.
Happy birthday in advance, right?
Advance. I did actually we. What do you mean advance? Person feel say oh the birthday nine.
Getty Bongo.
Yes.
Happy birthday in advance to you from the team from Afro 614 TV and radio and TV. We wish you all the best. We wish you blessings from the Most High God. So Ghana Festival Ohio in collaboration with Ghana Council. Wow.
Yes.
They are presenting Ghana Festival Ohio, upholding Ghanaian culture the Columbus way. So it's happening on August 5th, 2023 right here in Columbus, Ohio. Come join us. Let's make it big.
Wait, one more you guys forgot. If you're a business and you want to be a part of this event, reach out to us and then we'll give you the information that you need, because we'll display businesses as well.
Okay.
If you're a Ghanaian business or business just...
So if you're a vendor and you want to be part of this event, this festival, please call Jasmine, Afro 614. Call everybody here and we can get you connected to the organizers to help you sell your products. That's what we do. 39 past 6. We are on till 7 o'clock. Let's go straight into action and do our drive talk. It's coming on right now. Yenti drive talk.
I'm not a very sexually active person, as you may think after just reading the title of my confession. In fact, for most of my adult life, I only dated one person. At age 17, I entered into a relationship with a classmate around my age, which lasted for about 6 years. After my relationship ended, I went into a kind of wild phase where I did a lot of playing around and having fun. I went out with multiple people, dated lots of men, and just did things I wanted to do. My previous 6-year-old relationship had really messed me up. While dating him, I thought he was the last person I would ever be with. We were planning to be together forever, to get married and have children together, and everything anyone could ever think of. After the relationship ended, I didn't want to get into another serious relationship again, so I just played around with multiple boyfriends over some time. However, I took some things from the first relationship into my next relationships, particularly my sexual prowess. My first boyfriend was very adventurous and taught me a lot of things. In fact, we learned a lot of things together. We would often go online to learn new things to try. One of the things we did most often whenever we were together is watching sexual positions on pornographic websites and then trying them out. One of the things I learned to do, which is the subject of this confession, has to do with TomTom and ice blocks. I won't go into too much graphic details because of some of your younger audience, but essentially, it is a type of oral sex where instead of just using your mouth on his private parts, you also use the popular TomTom toffee and ice blocks. The TomTom gives a nice feel and the ice blocks keep it cold and chilled. Needless to say, there hasn't been a single man I've done this with who didn't love it. Some people just aren't adventurous enough and won't want to try out anything. But of everyone who gave me the chance, most of them said it was the best oral sex they had ever had in their lives. One of these men was a married man who I worked in the same company with, except I didn't know he was married at the time. He was part of the team that interviewed me when I first applied to join the company, and we took an instant likeness to each other when I began working there. Being new to the firm, I didn't know anyone else but him, so we hit it off easily. We started by just going to lunch during work and chatting. Later on, we started talking more and more often and got much closer and even became intimate. Like I stated earlier, he absolutely loved my TomTom and ice block technique and would request for it often. In fact, sometimes we met and wouldn't do anything else but that. He wouldn't penetrate me or try anything else. He just wanted oral sex till he reached ecstasy. About 3 months into joining the firm, I would learn from my colleagues that he was married with 2 children of his own. Apparently, news of our affair was already going round the office grapevine. No one knew anything for sure, but I'm sure they just thought it weird that a married man and the new girl seemed to be so close and were spending so much time together. When I became aware of his marital status, I confronted him about it and told him it was over between us. I wasn't angry, no. Truth be told, I wasn't looking for anything serious myself. However, married men are a no-go area for me because they bring so much complications and drama that I would rather not deal with. When I broke the news to him, he was distraught and begged and explained himself. He said he really liked me and had wanted to be upfront with me in the beginning, but feared that I would refuse his advances if I knew he was married. I told him I understood him, but my answer remained the same nonetheless. Then came the usual stories married men like to tell. He told me he wished he had met me before marrying his wife, that I am the only one that he truly loved, and blah, 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 blah. He would even divorce her for me. I didn't buy any of it. His next series of actions, however, would make things worse. He told some of our co-workers about our relationship and asked them to come and beg on his behalf, none of which changed my mind. He would keep calling me at all the time of the day and following me around to the extent that it got irritating. And then, the real shocker, he told his wife about me and told her that he wanted a divorce. I know this because she actually sought me out, got to know who I was thanks to our colleagues, and then confronted me to leave her husband alone. I told her it was over between us and apologized for the whole affair, but she didn't believe me. Apparently, he kept telling her their marriage was over. She was a really good-looking woman with all the nice assets and figure that African men love. I don't know much about her or what she does, but she was well-spoken and sounded smart. It just seemed so crazy to me that this man was willing to lose her over someone he had only known for a few months. I told the husband of our confrontation and told him to stop his weird obsession before he got me into any more trouble. How did he expect me to feel after bringing so much pain to another woman? I eventually had to resign from the company as the whole thing became a controversy that almost everyone knew about. He remained in the company, however, and kept showing up at my house frequently, asking for us to get back together. Eventually, when he realized that I wasn't going to change my mind, he came up with a compromise and made me an offer. If I wanted, he wouldn't divorce his wife anymore, and I can also date whoever I wanted. He just wanted us to keep being intimate. Specifically, he wanted me to keep giving him oral sex. He said he would even give me a regular allowance if I wanted. I would have laughed in his face if the whole thing wasn't very weird to me. That's what this whole thing was all about. My tom-tom technique. He was willing to ruin his marriage and leave his wife because of tom-tom and ice blocks. Can you imagine? Currently, I am working on moving to a new house and changing my contact number to get away from him. I can't imagine what his wife must be going through right now, and I feel like I am to blame for their messed up marriage. This is my cautionary advice to married women. Experiment with your husband and find out what he likes, and then try to satisfy him in that manner. Some of these men cheat because they have weird sexual preferences and fetish that they simply cannot share with you.
So that's the story of the day. Drive talk. It was very long, but so I told Tom the ice block the whole world and the magic and to see mano. Some baby suya tom style na. Mumisuya. What you say? Mum frame na menchira mo style no. What sir? Jasmine waha.
Yes.
Joe boy waha. Joe, I'm shouting through.
Why? I want to start.
Okay, start.
Yes, please. Do you do it together? The tom and the ice. Do you hold it together or you do it?
Do you want to learn?
I want to learn.
Okay, Metro.
Okay, hit me up.
Okay.
I don't agree with a few things she said. About men cheat because of the women not giving. Because you can meet a man that gets all the positions, everything, and they still cheat. So let me correct that. Maybe I don't think this man is forcing for a divorce because of sexual positions. I personally don't think so. There might be more. Maybe this girl is giving him peace of mind. Because for a man to decide to leave his marriage just because of a new woman, there is more to it than just, maybe to the girl it's because of the sex, but I feel like there is more. He might be getting peace. He might be getting something that his wife is not providing. Because one thing I know, because I have a lot of guys around me, they sort outside when they're not getting peace. Because with men, peace and respect. Maybe this girl is respects him. Maybe this girl appreciates him. Maybe this girl takes care of him more than his so-called his wife. Maybe the wife, I might not say I blame her because sometimes you're tired. You might not do. Or sometimes the way we even speak to our partners, we need to work on it.
Don't you think the lady says something? He thinks a lot of African ladies don't even explore.
We don't. A lot of them don't.
And some men do. So ukonya guy be no kushia katani girl be a girl no they fufa be on my fee.
Oh yeah.
What's
a lot of them don't because I did a show with Kumasi and Ghanaian women were like, oh, people came for me. And then when I explained that is why your husbands are going for younger girls because younger girls will explore.
Right.
Okay? Younger girls, we will explore. And I'm gonna say we. Because I'm young, I'm one of them. We do explore.
So don't you think
And
then I'm not calling.
Okay.
Wouldn't you yeah?
I didn't know said Tom can home.
Okay. So what I'm saying is so let's get to the fundamental
personally
problem here.
I feel like this girl might be giving this man respect and treating him the way that he wants to be treated. And because he's not getting it from his wife, he felt like, okay, let me leave. This woman doesn't care for me. So let me leave her for this woman that gives me everything that I've been desiring for, right? But because now the girl doesn't want to be the reason that their marriage is broken, the man is okay, maybe I don't want to put the guilt on her. So I'll give her the option. We will stay together. Be with who you want to be with. I'll stay with my wife. Since you don't want the guilt, I'll be with my wife. Let's just make sure that we are always together. I don't think it's only about sex. I'm telling you I don't think it's only about sex.
The guy is saying, and the lady knows.
The tricks, yes.
The tricks is no. Yeah.
Yo, okay, I won't use you. But no, I'm being honest.
Use him.
I'm being honest.
Use him.
Let's just say, shout out to my sis D. But no, let's just say D is not giving you what you want. And you meet a young girl. Well, D is young too, but you need another young girl who is every day exploring. Oh, let's do fly over. Let's do slip on the carpet. Let's do, look, there is different positions to try.
Yeah.
But maybe you want to try it, but your partner doesn't. And you meet somebody who is willing to try them with you. Wouldn't you want to keep them? And she's always exciting you. She's never boring. Yeah. Because most men, from the guys that I hang with, they don't like boring sex.
Watching pornography with your partner, is it good?
I don't think there's a problem because you're learning. If you're watching on a learning basics, because maybe there might be a position you've heard of.
Right.
Like this ice and tom tom. Right now, I want to know how do you
Would you try it?
The ice and tom tom. Oh me, I'm a virgin.
Would you try it? I'm just asking.
And when I get married, yes, I want to try it. No, I don't mind exploring. One thing about me, I don't mind exploring.
I'm a fear tom tom that fear no suspect. You are African market. Why am about if you have a totem that be our suspects? Joe boy, do you think, say, African wives? Let's be specific. Well, because this story is coming from Ghana. Let's be specific. Do they explore? Do they almost? When we are catching you, class and move because hey, was what say there? Don't you think that?
Oh yeah, it's true. They all can kick you because guess what? If you know you're free mobile no, or cry no, how many times now oh papa, and I say oh mommy, or mo kissida,
yeah.
Oh who cry say oh papa cry so mommy inside that.
Or more than
to cry my own so papa bo mommy to that. Baby we I dem one kese krani kumasi fie mu. Oko nipa be 15 that dan ba kum esu de bi omo I don't know motimi ya abran kra ni hu so omo di omo so ube hu ana e
akasa bi
sebi ube hu ana e omo friend say sa star no friend say missionary I send you a missionary be hu na say you know of that
way one star
missionary sir ading
etom ko hiesia nkura yi ya na nsen social media da woma ene sa ayi na samete say so bit me the ice eto obi to no who from na who hey no me say hona o sane Jasmine so there
it might not
see
there might be other things
but to be honest your chrome no Kiki yeah empany ya fan to TSA
yeah
and Drew even cry no
I tell say
but even if
it seems that sex is an abomination in our country.
We can't talk about
you can't
because
talk about sex.
How are man for explore sex America and other places, you know? It seems that yeah. Sex, if you're talking about sex, somebody talking about sex is an abomination.
I did a show about sex and I was attacked by a few people. I had a family member call crying. Because of sex, I'm like, people, I sent the video to my man and he confirmed it was okay before I posted it. I'm like, bruh, don't you all have sex?
You know, I know yes, Africans, I mean Ghana for crano. Si kwa wari mwa na wari no shiki no because and you might be a hokrana you can't even talk with your partner,
right?
Say sex, say oh cha nene warm no saying I don't cry intiminka because I see who say two bi so send all day all compare katafui omono me ono fa ho kra sa wo hwehwe yi a omono na mo fa say ne manage na hokra no wa horo ne dross na oje agu ne ho on fa ba wo kra how many times now enye se ya betina krom a che ne enim enioma bi ehu se enioma bi normal enkra na enim kra untimi nkisi ukunu and now you don't want
to say in Colana say that's what it was.
Mom say any not blow job he was good there.
I'm telling you, Mom
good for him.
Tom.
And I'll say that the problem I'll say that is the problem we have in our society. So we all talk about it, but we never want to change.
We all do it, but we don't want to talk about it.
It's say yes, and yes say we want to change you. And you might be or cycle to the level say because you son corabrim.
Yeah.
Any idea I shall dream beto. No, I feel although what to coin,
right?
Yana ya to coin dear, yet me change and you ma ye ma ever pick
yet make a darling, sweetie, yes, to make it so or money,
I life in 90 boy, yeah, but yeah, papa mon that time no,
man, you be that
be up to now, Ghana, me say, me call Ghana, me now for life be or normal lady, Kiki, me am now there's still, I said. Titi Colonial Masters line Bema Ketinka Nan ono onya shi ono de ani se wako kroma ba no abedidi no abeda no say at least
sanka
for yirikura when was the last time I do yirikura PA call and our girlfriend call hotel because didi we say change your room go to hotel or say oh sir we say titi
what I know say moka
some mentality no you know until how omunya omo besua
okay
and krana eba no young girls ne boys na e wo Ghana sisi no trust me omo ye stubborn
I see a free story no sisi no lady no onye den me suggestion the senga on can chere papa na yere say this is what I do to your man
but if the woman willing to learn
I don't think say Jasmine make his statement and I was very proud of her because na me see usa I say my Jasmine has been a big woman now.
Thank you.
My Jasmine, my own Jasmine.
I'm grown.
My own Jasmine.
He gave me
my own Jasmine. It's a grown lady now. In a sense, that will make his statement be say she don't think it's just about the sex, and that is true. And even crying, one in have a sex.
Or not have it, but man, more of the blowjob.
I think line and Kiki maybe. I think there's more into that.
We specialize. I know.
Kiki, I'm telling you, it's not only sex.
No,
I'm telling you.
Obano, hell, Kiki.
Papa de see Johnny you have a wadi again or say
do you think that would leave his married home? Everyone said the wife respects.
It's today part Papa Nebeka say okay opa kofa boy memfa ho Mesa ware me yire no nya
he's getting peace. No, the reason why he
don't me ice blog enya de kuto wasa munya de
the reason why he even gave that option of me worry me you can is because the girl said she felt guilty. Me, if I'm getting peace from somebody, I'm going to flip it. My man, let's just imagine I'm getting peace. Because of sex.
Sex.
Sex good. Oh, wait. Mr. Joe, but let's give a listen.
Cry a bano. Bema bit ma aye we abmao. Shirutu sa gombia. Oh, you have a job.
Gambia, yes.
I'm stubborn.
And I Trumuda ho.
I'm boy, Chidi Kura.
My man.
No crack. No crack. No, their own share. No, but I mean, the average
let's be
women,
honest,
right? And average man, say a married man, Kiki, 70-60% ain't go join a year because of sex.
Only
That
sex.
70 no be join a year just because there's a lot of trouble in the house. Because Africa won't say yeah, first our jarring easy am I. So we see say our real to call mukra and Africa for it obe to call our real mukra near the shisha home. May I call it mostly people may from say smile for the camera.
And people are struggling.
Omo pay free abontina efie no pay abontina. Hey no BS no mo ya say omo
couple
omo ko refia.
They fight.
Omo obi adane dey dem.
Yeah, then come on be see wa ha. Wednesday about to us.
I have a feeling there's
Wednesday about to us and come away so. It's Tom for no.
Tom
ni dey here.
Tom.
There's a recipe way there. Kiki.
I want to know, do we do it together or you do it separate? Tom and then ice.
I'm saying,
I know about the ice one.
Tom, no, I know she right. I know that.
I know she. Yeah, if for one who from got the ice in the far one.
But I know about the ice.
And I ginger home, right?
No, that's not home kind
of mint.
Yes, it's a kind of mint.
Wait, so do you combine it with a bunch of me beside for my
yeah, time as why? Yeah, time as well. Let's Let's Wednesday.
No, ice or something. Me time as well. Or we do individually. I want to try it. I want to try when I get married.
That is where time will allow us to finish this topic. We are going to continue on Wednesday right here on this channel. My name is MC Kiki. It's 7 o'clock and we've been here from 5 till this time. Yes, drive talk na yepese hot until next week yepese ato topic we are yepese tom and ice. Send a combination it what combination ni nyina wa be kire why what recipe fufu before ebe ma ware aso bia na now they are back na chese bibia akoso. Thank you so much for all staying and sticking right here on this channel and be on Facebook, on Afro 614 Radio and TV. I go by the name MC Kiki. I was here with Jasmine and Joe Boy, and the show was being produced by K Busy. So I'll catch you on Wednesday. Believe in yourself. And don't let anybody, destroy what you've dreamed about. Try Tom and ice. And come and tell me the experience on Wednesday, okay? And the assignment will be Tom and ice. So any boy I friend, I'm in Mao. Why? Now, moon try Tom and ice. And my warrior so pa. Let us say, Muni Yamentra, Mediana MC Kiki.